Hello everyone and welcome back to the One Stop Co-op Shop. This is Colin and we're going to continue on our adventure through the Hobbit series. This will be quest number 4 or the first quest in the second deluxe pack, Flies and Spiders. Having been rescued from the goblins and their Varg allies by the Eagles of the Misty Mountains and fostered in the House of Beorn, Bilbo Baggins and his traveling companions resumed their quest for the Lonely Mountain. However, in order to reach Thorin's ancestral home, Bilbo and the dwarves had to find their way through the dangerous forest of Mirkwood, where giant spiders wove their webs from tree trunk to catch unwary travelers. For the final 3 quests of the Hobbit series, we will use a new Bilbo Baggins. He's kind of grown up now. He actually has an action now that he can do, which is you can spend one of his resources to search your deck for a treasure card and add it to your hand. So I am going to play this time with one additional treasure card, and that's going to be Sting. Actually, it's going to be 2 additional, and you'll see the other one in a second. I'm also going to play with the lucky number. You can put that into your deck. Doesn't count as your 50 cards, but you can put that in your deck when you're playing the Hobbit Saga. So I am going to put that in there because this could potentially make Bilbo stronger, and you're going to see that's going to be important in this quest. If you remember the story, Bilbo really shows his colors in this part of the book. He helps the dwarves in a big way. We have for setup, each player may shuffle 1 copy of Bilbo's magic ring into his deck. Search the encounter deck for the spider glade and set it aside, out of play. Then shuffle the encounter deck and reveal 1 encounter card per player. Here we have Bilbo's magic ring. I'm not going to read it when we draw it or if we draw it. I will make sure you guys understand how it works. But we'll put this in our deck. Stick to the forest track, keep your spirits up, hope for the best, and with a tremendous slice of luck, you may come out one day to see the long marshes lying below you. And beyond them, high in the east, the lonely mountain where the dear old Smog lives. We have a note here about unconscious characters, so you're going to see that there's going to be venom in this scenario, and if a player gets venom equal to the amount of their health, they're going to become unconscious. Well, turn them upside down, they cannot do anything. They can't even generate resources, trigger abilities, anything like that. In order for us to get through this first part of the quest, we will need 9 progress. Here are our starting 3 heroes, Thorin, Dane, and Nori, and we'll start ourselves with 32 threat. We'll also go ahead and reveal 1 encounter card, and we have the Forest Stream. While the Forest Stream is the active location, it's not after it leaves play. Okay, so that's just going to add 2 threat to the staging area. Let's go ahead and draw our 6 cards. So we have a very good tail, ringmail, a sneak attack, another very good tail, another very good tail, and a hidden cache. Wow, that is a horrendous beginning hand. Let's go ahead and reshuffle that out. Let's see what we get this time. We have an Heirloom Miner. We've got Gandalf. We've got Narvi's Belt. Well, that's not bad. We've got Sting right away. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's awesome. 5. Okay, a very good tail now is not bad. And a Gloin. I actually am okay with this. I mean, I can't do anything about it, but this is a lot better than the last hand. So let's start the game. I've already generated resources, and let's draw another card. And we have a Test of Will, too. The 2 cards I think we're going to play is Sting and the Heirloom Miner. Sting is free, and Heirloom Miner will cost 1 of each of our heroes' resources. Bilbo will still retain his 1, because we're going to need his resources. So you guys haven't seen Sting yet. So Sting will give Bilbo +1/+1 and +1 shield as well. That's kind of nice. After Bilbo Baggins exhausts to defend, discard the top card of the encounter deck, deal damage to the attacking enemy equal to the discarded card's threat. Oh, cool. And of course, we did play a dwarf from our hand, so our threat goes down to 31. Thanks, Nori. And you know what? I think we are going to use Bilbo's action. We're going to spend 1 of his resources to search our deck for 1 of our treasure cards. And we're going to get Orc Wrist. I think I'm saying it right, because it's Fist, Orc Wrist. Okay? Hopefully that's right. Orc Wrist, we can play now for free on Thorin. He'll get +2 attack. I just like having someone with high attack dealing with these spiders. I am most definitely not looking to jump to the next quest card right away, so I think we'll just go and quest with Nori for 3 and this Heirloom Miner for a total of 5, and there's 2 threat in the staging area. We'll go ahead and draw the top card. When revealed, until the end of the round, exhausted characters get -1 of each of these. Okay, so that means our 2 characters that quested each get -1. So we quested for only a total of 3, And there's 2 threat in the staging area. Oh, that's actually not terrible. We'll just simply place 1 progress on the current quest card. Then I think it still makes sense. We'll travel to the forest stream. What's important is it says while this is active, poison characters cannot quest. None of our characters are poisoned, but just good to know. We'll go ahead and refresh. So we now are going to move back to 32 threat. We'll generate our resources. I need 1 more dwarf so I can get 2 from Thorin. And then we'll draw a card, and we have the Dwarven Shield. Nice. I actually think the Dwarven Shield is the only thing we're going to play this round. We'll throw that on Dane, so he gets +1 shield. So now he has 4 shield and 5 health. I like it. And then for questing, we've got nothing in the staging area, so I think we'll do Heirloom Miner and Nori again. So that's 5-0. The encounter deck will throw at us a fat spider. Ooh, this has venom. It only attacks for 1, though. It is going to engage us because its engagement cost is 28. This enemy gets +3 while engaged with a player who controls at least 1 poison character. Okay, well, good thing nobody is poisoned yet. We quested for 5. There's 2 threat in the staging area, so that allows us to place 3 progress on the forest stream. During the encounter phase, this fat spider will engage us. It does have venom. How venom works is if it damages a character, we have to place 1 poison on that character. And like I said, if you take poison equal to whatever your health is, you become unconscious. Because of that, I think I'm not going to play around. We have 4 defense with Dane. This is only attacking for 1. Let's see. We have a shadow effect. Defending character gets 1 poison, of course. So can't even stop that. We'll have to place this card right here on Dane, and now he's considered poison. So now that fat spider's attack gets a +3. It's a 4 now instead of a 1. Poison cards are considered condition attachments, so that means if we have cards that can eliminate condition attachments, we can get rid of poison, which is nice. Fortunate for us, we have Thorin and Bilbo here to come to Dane's aid. So Thorin will attack for 3 + 2 because of Orc Wrist, so that's 5. And then Bilbo has 1 attack +1 because of Sting, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 health with 1 shield. Yeah, see ya. This means we can end the round. We'll go ahead and refresh. We'll increase our threat from 32 to 33. We'll generate some resources. Bilbo now has 2 resources, which is very nice. And we will draw a card, and we have Dwarven Sellsword. That is great. I think for this round, we are just going to go ahead and play the Dwarven Sellsword. We'll spend 1 of Dane's resources to do so. But now we have a total of 5 dwarves, which is great because Thorin will generate 2. Now I have to keep 1 of these resources to keep that Dwarven Sellsword out until I get some more allies. Currently, there's nothing in the staging area. I still don't quite yet want to push too hard, but I think I'm going to go 2 from Heirloom Miner, 3 from Nori, so it's 5. Yeah, I still think that might be okay. 5-0. We'll go ahead and flip this top card, and we have Old Tom Noddy. Ooh, this guy looks terrible. He adds 3 threat. He's Venom, Forced. At the end of each round, each player must give a hero he controls 1 poison. And he attacks for 5. Oh, so we did just quest for 5. There's 3 threat in the staging area. We can place the final that we need here for the forest stream. After forest stream leaves play as an explored location, discard 4 poison. Well, we can at least discard the 1 poison on Dane. That's nice. And then we'll place the final progress on our quest card. So now our quest card has 2 out of the 9 that we need. But now we got to deal with this guy. So technically he's at 37 threat. Oh, and I did forget to show you guys. I should have reduced my threat by 1 because I played that Dwarven Sellsword. But if you look at this health, 4 health with 2 shield, Thorin and Bilbo can take him out together. That's awesome. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to engage it. But he attacks for 5, and that means he's going to poison Dane again. So now that we've engaged this gross, nasty creature, we're going to go ahead and draw a shadow card. We will exhaust Dane to defend. He has 4 defense to the 5 attack. No shadow effect, but that does mean he receives a damage. However, we can exhaust our shield, so we generate 1 resource. But we're also going to have to take our top card of our deck, and he's now been poisoned 1 time as well. Thorin and Bilbo, though, aren't going to take that lane down. They're going to attack together. 3 plus 2 is 5, 6, 7. We can at least take out this old Tom Nobody. We'll then go ahead and refresh. I will spend Thorin's resource so that we can keep the Dwarven Sellsword out. Then we will increase our threat to 33. We will then place 2 on Thorin, put 1 here on Bilbo, 1 on Dane, and then 1 on Nori. And we will draw a card, and we have King Under the Mountain. Nice. Let's go ahead and spend 3 resources to bring out Gloin. We will spend all 2 from Thorin and 1 from Dane, so that's a total of 3. It says here, while you control at least 5 characters, Gloin gains response. After you play Gloin from your hand, choose a hero and add 2 resources to that hero's resource pool. Yep, Thorin's going to get 2 back. I love that. Essentially, he costs 1 once you get 5 out. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to exhaust both Gloin and the Heirloom Miner so I can do the Very Good Tale. Very Good Tale, we get to discard the top 5 cards of our deck. We can put out 2 allies equal to the total cost of the 2 exhausted characters. So that's a 6 total. Each one costs 3. So we've got an Heirloom Miner. That's great because we can simply discard him and he'll come out anyways. We've got an Erebor Battle Master. Awesome. We got a Test of Will. Dang, we have an Unexpected Courage. I love that on Dane. Okay. Ooh, this will work. 3 plus 3 is 6, and we can place out Heirloom Miner just because we discarded him. And so, wow, we just put out 3 new allies. Oh, and I did forget, we did play Gloin from our hand, so our threat goes back down to 32. We then still have some resources here, so King Under the Mountain, we're going to spend both of Thorin's resources. We got to put that on Thorin, right? He is the King Under the Mountain. We will then activate that, so we get to draw 2 cards from the top of our deck, put 1 on our hand, and discard the other. Oh, this guy, this Miner of the Iron Hills would allow us to get rid of condition cards, but Will of the West ensures that we can shuffle our deck back. Oh, which one do I want? You know, there's more than one of these Miners of the Iron Hills, so I think I'm going to get the Will of the West. Well, I don't know what you guys think, but it's starting to feel good. Look at this board state. I'm loving it. And our threat is still at our starting value. It's almost like we have Galadriel, except for we can get a ton of allies out. This is why Dwarf Swarm is really fun. So I think the first thing we'll do is we will have Longbeard Elder quest for 3 right now. I don't think I talked about him enough the last time. It might have been confusing. So what he can do, he quests, which because Dane is ready, is 3. Then, after we've determined everyone who's questing, we can look at the top card of the deck. If it's a location, we place 1 progress on the current quest card. If it's anything else, he gets -1 willpower. So right now he's at 3, but we'll see if that holds. I think I might want to push at this point, maybe. Let's see. So we've got 3 here, plus 2 is 5, plus another 3 from Nori is 8. And what the hey, we've got our Dwarven Sellsword over there. Let's add another 3 from that. That's 11. And there's absolutely nothing in the staging area. Right now, it's 11-0. Is this a location? It's not. So it's 10-0. And we have another wonderful spider, Venom. When this enemy attacks, defending player must attach 1 poison to a character he controls. Man. 10-1 is 9. That is more than enough for us to move to the next quest card. The nights were the worst. It then became pitch dark. Not what you call pitch dark, but really pitch. So black that you really could see nothing. Bilbo tried flapping his hand in front of his nose, but he could not see at all. Well, perhaps it's not true to say that they could see nothing. They could see eyes. The cries of the others got steadily further and fainter, and though after a while it seemed to him they changed to yells and cries for help in the far distance, all noise at last died right away, and he was left alone in complete silence and darkness. When revealed, reveal stage 3 and create a separate staging area for the first player using that stage. If there are no other players in the game, discard this stage and each card in its staging area. All of the players advance to stage 4. So this Wicked Spider is gone. This is where I'm almost bummed that I'm not playing with 2 decks so I can show you guys this fun different staging thing, but you'll see that with the Saga if you guys watch the Saga. Bilbo was horrified, now that he noticed them for the first time dangling in the shadows, to see a dwarvish foot sticking out from the bottoms of some of the bundles, or here and there the tip of a nose, or a bit of a beard, or of a hood. When revealed, remove all resources from each hero's resource pool, then make each character you control except Bilbo unconscious. Just as normal, unconscious characters cannot quest, attack, defend, collect resources, trigger abilities, be poisoned or ready, any of that stuff. When this stage is complete, do not advance to stage 4 until the end of the quest phase. So we'll get to stage 4 after completing stage 3. Right now it's just Bilbo. We can spend 2 of Bilbo resources to ready an unconscious character that we control. So we've now lost all of our resources. I assume that even included Bilbo. So we don't have any resources at all. Bilbo can't ready anybody. This is terrible. I don't know how we're going to do this because he only has 2 willpower, 2 attack, 2 shield, and 3 health. And and we're not going to be able to ready anyone next round. We're going to have to wait 2 rounds. So what we'll do is we'll start the next round. We'll increase our threat to 33. We'll place 1 resource here. And I think, you guys, I actually have to lose the Dwarven Sellsword. Well, it doesn't trigger abilities. So I think actually I'll leave him. If I ready him, then I have to pay for him. They're all stuck in a web sack. Ugh. But we do at least get to draw a card, and we have Ringmail. I think I am going to use Bilbo's action. I'm going to spend 1 of his resources to go ahead and grab a treasure card, and we're going to grab his magic ring. We can then place that on him. We then will exhaust that magic ring, and increase our threat by 1, so he can generate 1 resource. But at least we have 1. And then I think we're going to quest. If we don't, we're going to have problems. So let's go ahead and quest. We're questing for 2. There is nothing in the staging area. Bilbo finds a treachery card. When revealed, the first player names a sphere. Then all non-Bilbo characters who do not belong to the named sphere are removed from the quest. Well, that doesn't even matter. It's only Bilbo anyways. So we're actually okay. We quested for 2, and there's nothing in the staging area. We'll place 2 wonderful progress here. We only need 9 more with only 1 character. Okay, so we'll go ahead and move our threat up to 35. We'll generate another resource for Bilbo. That means that we can get somebody else incapacitated. Let's go ahead and break free Thorin. Yeah, because he's got Orc Wrist, and so he can attack for 5, and he's got 3 willpower, so that'll be good. Oh, and I did forget to draw a card, you guys, so I get to draw. Ooh, this might actually come at a great time. We'll go ahead and play well equipped. We'll look at the top 2 cards. Yes, Hardy Leadership right on Thorin. Yeah, I lose Gandalf, but that means Thorin and all dwarves have +1 health. I believe I should also be able to use King Under the Mountain again. So I'm going to do that, draw 2 more cards. We get to keep 1 in hand and discard the other. Yeah, the Erebor Guard. Yeah, because then I can get, well, but he's blue. I only have the purple resource. So I still think I'm going to keep him because maybe I'll get Nori going next. So with this, I think I'm going to go ahead and quest just with Bilbo again. Questing for 2. Let's go ahead and see what we get. And we have another Wicked Spider. When this enemy attacks, defending player must attach 1 poison to a character he controls. Bummer, it's going to have to go on either Bilbo or on Thorin. This is only 1 threat, though, so because of that, we do place 1 more progress on the Captured by Spiders. During the encounter phase, this Wicked Spider will engage us. I don't know what I'm going to do, you guys. I want to take him out. I could use Thorin, or I could go undefended, but he's attacking for 4. That could potentially kill Thorin if it gets a +1. But I don't know what else I can do. I'm gonna go undefended. I'm gonna go undefended. Oh man. Okay, nothing. That's wonderful. That does mean though, Thorin is 1 away from dying. He's got 4 damage, and I just discarded my Dunedain Remedy. Wonderful. And if I read this, when this enemy attacks the defending player, you must attach 1 poison to a character you control. So I'm going to attach 2 poison to Thorin. 1 because he took damage from a venomous character, and 1 because of the forced effect. Thorin's pretty good at not letting the poison get to him. He has to take a total of 5 poison before he become unconscious. And now, with 3 attack plus 2 is 5, he is going to kill this Wicked Spider. Finally, we're going to go ahead and exhaust the ring, push up our threat to 36, generate another resource for Bilbo Baggins, because then at the end of this round, we'll push ourselves up to 37 threat, but he will gain another resource, and we can use that to help another character come free. Thorin will still generate 2 resources because we still have more than 5 dwarves out. Yeah, they're unconscious, but it still works. We'll then go ahead and draw a card. Oh, yes. I had another one in here. I forgot I had 2. Okay, that is awesome. So I think the first thing we're going to do is we are going to use the action on the quest card. We're going to spend 2 resources from Bilbo so we can ready Nori. We need more willpower. Okay. And from what I understand, Nori will come in ready so we can use him right away. We're also going to go ahead and place this Dunedain remedy on Thorin. That immediately will heal 1 point of damage. Finally, we'll go ahead and take Narvi's belt. That costs 2 leadership resources. Throw that on Thorin. So now Thorin, next time, we can potentially use his resources to bring out the ringmail and give him additional health and shields. We still have nothing in the staging area, so I think this round we'll just quest with Nori. He's questing for a total of 2. We'll go ahead and flip this card, and we have Giant Web. While Giant Web is the active location, each character gets -1, -1, -1 for each poison it has. Oh, and that's 3 threat, and we only quested for 2. It's going to hit our threat to 38. Response. After Giant Web leaves as an explored location, ready an unconscious character. Now that is awesome. So we're definitely going to travel here. So we don't have any enemies. Yeah, of course. So we're going to travel to the Giant Web. Everyone has -1. Actually, nobody is poisoned except for Thorin. So Thorin is reduced for his attack, his willpower, his defense by 2. We'll go ahead and end the round. We push our threat up to 39. This is not good, you guys. We are really hitting our threat here. We will generate resources. 1 for Bilbo, 2 for Thorin, and 1 for Mr. Nori. Nice, though. This is going to start helping. Then we'll draw the top card, and we have ringmail. So you guys, I think we're going to take a chance here. We are going to move our threat up to 40. We're going to generate a second Bilbo resource. Use that so we can cut free Dane. Now this is going to help. So Dane is now ready. That means when Nori quests, he can quest for more. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. We're also going to put this ringmail here on Thorin because poor Thorin needs more health. So that will cost 2, and we can do that because we have Narvi's belt. So we exhaust Narvi's belt, and we'll consider these as tactics. Great. We are then ready to quest, and I think we're going to push hard because we want to get through this location. So we're going to send Thorin, who normally would be 4, -2, so he's going for 2, and then 3 for Nori, so that's a total of 5. 5 to nothing in the staging area. We'll go ahead and flip this treachery card. When revealed, each character takes damage equal to the number of poison it has. No, that would actually kill Thorin because he's got 2 on him. No, he's got 5. He actually has a 6th health thanks to that ringmail. I still think I'm going to do it. Oh no, but then I can't. No, we're gonna soak it. We're going to soak it. We're going to take that. That is going to do 2 damage to Thorin and 1 damage to Dane. The only good thing is we quested for 5. 3 will take care of this. We can ready an unconscious character, and we can now place a total of 5 progress on this location. We still need 6 more, you guys. I'm really worried about my threat. The nice thing is I do have Gandalf in my hand, but I've got to generate enough resources to actually be able to play him. I think the character I'm going to ready is going to be our battle master here, because his total attack will now be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So his attack is 7. I think it's worth it to have him. And you know what? With everything going on, I've been totally forgetting to use King Under the Mountain. So let's go ahead and use that. We'll reveal the top 2. Oh, sneak attack. Not even a question. That's going to allow us to play Gandalf for only 1 resource and reduce our threat. So because of that, I am going to exhaust the ring, push my threat up by 1 to 41, and generate a resource. Then we'll end the round. That will push our threat up to 42. We will then place more resources. So now we've got 2 on Bilbo. Here we go. This is going to help. 2 on Thorin. We'll put 1 here for Dane. and another for Nori. Yes. First thing we'll do, we'll spend the 2 resources on Bilbo. That will then allow us to ready. Let's ready this long-beard elder. Yeah, awesome. We are now getting our dwarf swarm back. We'll then exhaust King Under the Mountain. We'll look at these top 2 cards. Oh, they're both well equipped. We'll discard one. We might as well play the other one. We will discard these 2 cards. Neither of them are attachments, but Hidden Cache will get us 2 resources. We're going to put those 2 resources on Nori over here. We're then going to play from our hand Erebor Guard. That will cost 2 only instead of 4 because we're going to use his ability. We'll discard the top 2 cards of our deck. Yes, an Arid Loon Miner comes out. We did lose Feely, which is a bummer. That also will hit our threat down to 41 because now we've played a dwarf from our hand. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 1 of Thorin's resources to push over the Dunedain Remedy over here to Dane, and then we'll spend Dane's resource to push that back over here to Thorin, so Thorin can heal by 1. So at least he has 2 health left instead of only 1. Then moving to the questing phase, we'll go ahead and play Sneak Attack. We'll spend Thorin's last resource here. We will play Gandalf, and we get his response. After Gandalf enters play, we can reduce our threat by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank goodness we're down to 36. So we're not about to die. And we've got tons of questing now because we have Gandalf. So we're going to quest for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 to nothing in the staging area. What is the encounter deck going to throw at us this time? Another treachery card. I thought there was going to be more enemies. When revealed, choose a hero to be removed from the quest and make that hero unconscious. No, we're not going to do that. We're certainly not going to do that. I have a test of will here. We'll spend 1 of Nori's resources, canceling that when revealed effect. We quested for a total of 10. We only needed 6. We have now completed Captured by Spiders. Now we're going to go ahead and battle some spiders. Then the battle began. Some of the dwarves had knives, and some had sticks, and all of them could get stones, and Bilbo had his elvish dagger. Again and again the spiders were beaten off, and many of them were killed, but it could not go on for long. When revealed, add the spider's glade to the staging area. Same information about unconscious characters. Progress cannot be placed on the stage while the spider glade is in play. You can still spend 2 resources from Bilbo to ready unconscious characters. If the players defeat the stage, they have won the game and discovered the treasure, Bilbo's magic ring. Spider's Glade is a nasty, nasty location. It's immune to player card effects. You can, in order to travel there, you have to exhaust Bilbo Baggins. At the start of each quest phase, search the encounter deck for 1 spider enemy and add it to the staging area. Now, we don't have to do any when revealed effects, and it would be 2 if there was 3 or more players. Unfortunately, this is just sitting out in the staging area, so we're going to have to travel, and then we'll have to fully explore this, and then we can start placing 3 total progress on this location. And of course, by location, I mean quest card. Right now, though, there's no enemies in play. Gandalf will jump back into our hand. We can actually travel. Oh, we can travel, and Bilbo is not exhausted. So, awesome. We will travel there right now. That means we'll have nothing in the staging area for next round. So let's go ahead and refresh, and we will get our resources. 1 for Bilbo, and 1 for Thorin. Actually, 2 for Thorin. 1 for Dane, and 1 for Nori. And then we will draw a card. Oh, and I need to increase my threat. Oh, perfect. We just used a test of will. We just got another one. And we are now at 37 threat. I personally feel like it makes sense to increase our threat by 1 more, move ourselves to 38. Then we're going to do that to generate another resource for Bilbo. Use both of those resources to ready this Dwarven Sellsword. Yes. Now we got an additional 3 willpower. I think I'm going to try and push through right here. I'm going to pay all 5 of these resources to bring out Gandalf again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll then reduce our threat again by 5, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33. We're then going to send everybody except for Dane out questing. But before that, we have to find a spider enemy and put it in the staging area. We're going to go ahead and choose the Wicked Spider just because it only adds 1 threat. And it does have a forced effect. We don't have to worry about it yet. For questing then, we've got Heirloom Miner for 2, Bilbo for 4, our Thorin for another 4, so that's 8. Nori, 9, 10, 11. We've got Gandalf, 12, 13, 14, 15. We've got our Longbeard Elder, 16, 17, potentially 18. Dwarven Sellsword, 19, 20, 21. We might as well send our Airborne Guard, 22. And you know what? Our Airborne Battlemaster, 23. The only one we're not sending is Dane, because obvious reasons. 23 to 1 in the staging area. And we get to reveal the top card of this deck. If it's a location, we get to place no progress. Well, actually, we can place a progress on the location card. Right now, it's 23 to 1. We'll look at this. It's an enemy, so 22 to 1. This is just adding 2 threats, so 22 to 3. That means we placed a total of 19 progress. Yeah, 19 progress will take care of both this and this. Whew, well, that was a little touch and go for a little bit, especially when we just had Bilbo. Wow, I'm not really sure how we got through that. But as you can see, that dwarf deck prevailed just like the story. I love it. So next we'll move to the next quest, which is the Lonely Mountain. That one is going to be fun. We're going to get to meet Smaug. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you at the next stop.